So we're asked to write the equivalent expression, but truth be told, this is the real reason that we're doing this is because in algebra, normally when you follow order of operations, you do please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The first thing is parentheses. You got to do the work inside the parentheses. But is x and positive 7, are those like terms? No, they're not. So I can't add 7 to x. I just can't do it. I have to leave it. So there's no work for me to do in the parentheses, but I still need to get rid of the parentheses sometimes. So what I have to do is I have to distribute the 3 through the parentheses. So 3 times x is what? 3x. And then what's 3 times 7? And you got to think of it like this. What's positive 3 plus times positive 7? Positive 21, right? So that's the first one. Let's move on to the next one. This one, they have it written kind of backwards. This is a pretty new thing that you run into. So what's negative 2 times n? Same thing. I've got negative 2n. I still have to distribute that 2 through the parentheses. And then what's negative 2 times positive 4? Is that a positive 8 or a negative 8? Negative 8. So you write down minus 8. Now, another way to do this type of problem is you could draw a grid. So I do want you to draw the grid on your paper. Is I'm going to take negative 2 times n plus 4. And then you do the row by column. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because at some point in time, we're going to multiply binomials by binomials and trinomials by binomials. And you're like, Mr. Adams, what are you talking about? Well, we're going to take these algebraic expressions. Sometimes they have one term. That's a monomial. Sometimes they have two terms. That's binomial, like a bicycle has 2 wheels. And sometimes we're going to multiply a trinomial. A trinomial means it has 3 terms. So we've got to distribute that 2 by 2 or 3 different things. And when you draw the box, it just makes it easier to keep track of it. So you multiply the row by the column. So what's negative 2 times n? Negative 2n. What's negative 2 times 4? Negative 8. And then that's still your answer. So I do want you guys, when you go to do the assignment today, use the box. I am going to jump back here. We could do this problem the same way. I'm going to say 3. Make sure that you add this to your notes. 3 times x plus 7. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times positive 7 is positive 21. Okay? All right, let's move on to the last problem. Well, the last example for this, the last problem for this example. So I'm going to say negative 5. Draw my box. What do I put up here? Positive 2y minus 3. What's negative 5 times 2y? Start with the numbers. What's negative 5 times 2? Negative 10, then you tack on the y, right? What's negative 5 times negative 3? Positive 15, right? Ooh. Sorry. Even Mr. Adams gets sleepy. So then my answer is negative 10y plus 15. Notice I still keep doing the math though, right? Okay, does anybody have any questions on that? Okay, good.